On the way down screaming, "Whoa, before we have this time, then we'll be alright."
Hey guys, oSgtKickAss here and welcome to this new video. Today I will be doing my Premier League score predictions for this week. Obviously the Premier League 2016-17 season kicks off tomorrow and I can't wait. I've been waiting all summer for this to happen. Transfer news alright for the first few weeks, but after that gets boring. So yeah, the first few weeks of this obviously are going to be complete guesses because I don't know how anyone's going to perform. But I can try and guess, like, logically as much as I can. But anyway, let's get straight into this. The first game is Hull vs Leicester. Hull got promoted last year newly from the Championship, and Leicester won the Premier League comfortably by 10 points above Arsenal, who were in second. So, obviously, completely different stories last season. Leicester, I'm not thinking they're going to perform as well this season as they did last season, and I think they will be alright though. Ranieri actually said in the papers this morning that he thinks there's more chance of ET landing on Earth than Leicester winning the league again, which shows manager isn't confident. Let's just hope that doesn't push on to the players this season, and because that would be bad. Anyway, my prediction for the scoreless match, I reckon Leicester will win 2-1. I think Leicester's defence will just struggle a bit with Kante not being there to strengthen up the middle. I think they'll be found through the middle a bit easier. So I reckon Hull will get a goal, but Leicester attacking with Vardy will probably get 2. Second game, Burnley vs Swansea. I think it's going to be 1-1. Burnley also a newly promoted team, and Swansea are a team that always get mid-table, and I think Burnley actually might get mid-table this season, so I think they're sort of around the same skill level, so I'm thinking Burnley-Swansea is going to be 1-1 draw. So yeah. Crystal Palace versus West Brom, obviously both struggle, usually get near to the bottom half of the table, so I reckon Crystal Palace might just have this in the bag with a bit more skill. Obviously, if Berahino performs well, it might be a completely different story. But I reckon Crystal Palace will probably win 1-0 against West Brom. But again, not putting them very high to do well this season. But they could surprise us. But yeah, I don't think it'll be the best of games. I reckon it'll be 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Everton vs Spurs. Obviously, as an Arsenal fan, I would want Spurs to lose this match. But I do not think that's going to be the case. I think Spurs just have the extra quality above Everton. And I reckon they've got easy 2-0 win in the bag. Everton obviously haven't performed as well as expected the last year. They were expected to do very well. But they weren't brilliant, were they, last season? And with Lukaku not knowing where he's going, he might be going back to Chelsea. He might not be too sure about his future, which means he might not perform as well. So I reckon it's going to be 2-0 to Spurs. Middlesbrough vs Stoke. Middlesbrough obviously have a decent defence, and so does Stoke. So Middlesbrough, obviously with the keeper Victor Valdez in goal, he's a solid goalkeeper. I reckon they'll be alright in defence, and Stoke should also be decent in defence. As we all know, Stoke are a very good defensive team. So I reckon that game will probably finish 1-1, as they both have very difficult defences to break down, and yeah, so 1-1 for that game. Southampton vs Watford. Southampton are always that team that does well, and you don't really hear about them, but last year Watford did really well. They were very good for the first half of the season, dropped off in the second half, but for the first half of the season, Watford was solid last year, in 6th place or something, before dropping down. But Southampton didn't really get very high last season like Watford did, and if Watford get to the start they did last season, they will be doing very well. But I think Southampton probably just have this game in the bag. I reckon it'll be 2-1. Obviously with Southampton have a bit more quality than Watford, unless Igalo and Deeney turn up. If Igalo and Deeney turn up completely different. But the way Deeney was playing towards the end of last season, Igalo, sorry, where he was playing the end of last season wasn't very good. So I'm just going to tip Southampton to win this game 2-1. The next game is Man City. Man City versus Sunderland, sorry. Man City they could have won the Premier League last season. If they had any other manager, they would have easily won the Premier League, no trouble. But they had Pellegrini, so yeah. But now they have got Pep Guardiola, potentially the best manager in the world, and with him, they are going to be absolutely solid. Signing players like Gundogan and Nolito as well. That is just going to strengthen them so much. They are going to be such an attacking team this year. They are going to be one of the best, if not the best team in the Premier League this season. And playing a nearly relegated Sunderland team last year, who I'm not sure if they've signed someone yet, but I don't think they have. Last time I checked, they hadn't signed anyone. They hadn't spent any money. So a non-strengthened, nearly relegated team versus a strengthened, potential title-winning team. I'm sorry, I've got to go to Man City winning 3-0 this game. And sorry, Sunderland fans, but I think Man City will win 3-0. They've just got such a strong team. Next game is Bournemouth versus Man United. Man United are going to absolutely dominate the Premier League this season. With signings Mkhitaryan, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paul Pogba, they are going to be unstoppable up front. If they play Rashford as well, that will be a very good addition. And they're thinking of playing Martial in midfield alongside Rooney, which should be a very attacking team. And that team is going to absolutely dominate. And against Bournemouth, I'm sorry Bournemouth fans, don't hate me, but I don't think you have quite the defence to hold that off. And especially if Zlatan and Pogba link up nicely. So I'm sorry Bournemouth, but I'm just going to give the win to Man United. I'm going to give it 3-1 to Man United. Obviously Man United's defence isn't the best, but if De Gea has a good day, it could be, they might not concede, but I'm going to give it 3-1. Anyway, the next game, it pains me to say, Arsenal versus Liverpool. I just don't think we have it in us. I don't think we have enough attack in us. I don't think Arsenal can win. I really want us to win, but I don't think we can. I reckon Liverpool will win 2-1 tomorrow. I want us to say Arsenal will win, but I don't think they can. Obviously, we haven't got our strongest defence. Koscielny is having a rest from the Euros. Giroud is having a rest from the Euros. Ozil having a rest from the Euros. And Mertesacker out with a... I'm not sure what he's done, but he's hurt his knee, so he's out for like 10 weeks. So we haven't really got a team that's the best. And Liverpool, I think they have a lot of injuries, but I don't think they're key players. I think the only key player really... Well, two key players is Sacco and Sturridge. So I reckon they can probably put out a very strong team and challenge in this game very well. So unfortunately, I think I've got to give the win 2-1 to Liverpool against Arsenal. Last game is Chelsea versus West Ham. What a game to start off the Premier League. A London derby. This is going to be a brilliant game. Looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I think Chelsea do have the tipping edge over West Ham. I reckon they're probably going to have a win of 1-0 over West Ham. And West Ham, obviously, they do have a good team, but with Chelsea's quality and with Conte as a manager, he's such a good manager, and he's going to push forward and help Chelsea out so much. But yeah, Chelsea definitely have the not the title, but that game in the bag. So I'm giving the win 1-0 to Chelsea, but it's going to be a very close game anyway. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and kick that subscribe button. Remember to leave your predictions down in the comment section below. I will see you in the next video. Peace.